And they just started reading out little things like 5-speed gearbox and stuff like that. They had a camera on that take when we were singing that. It's just a static shot through the window of us around the vocal mic.
How do we do it? We just go around?
I don't know. Okay. Well, should we have a practice or something?
Yeah, let's practice it once.
Is that we singing it or just saying it or what?
I think we're singing it, aren't we? Or
so let's play that then. Let's see. Okay.
We just wrote this random list and had it on the microphone. And then we just did the take.
Every time it came round to Roy Orbison, he always got the trembling Wilbury, and it was just the funniest thing. Roy, the big voice, the big operatic, trembling Wilbury, and we all just collapsed every time. And no matter how we rearranged it, he always ended up with trembling Wilbury on the end.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm not so bad today, thanks, Tommy.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. How about you, Roy?
Rich t-shirt on. Hey, Roy, that thing the other day we filmed when we were doing the Wilbury, I saw it back the other night. You were just in stitches.
You got the line, I love your trembling Wilbury.
Yeah.
Through the trembling
Wilbury. On another line.
Not even traveling. Trembling.
Trembling.
Whichever way I went around, it was a conspiracy or something. But if we started to the left, I got the duck lines. If we started to the right, I got the duck lines.
That. It was just meant to be, I think.
There was just a lot of music in the air and a lot of fun going around, a lot of parties, a lot of ukuleles till dawn. It wouldn't be unusual for Jeff and George to show up at my door with a case of beer and play ukuleles till dawn, with the children dropping like flies around us. And they'd just be tucked in a chair, and it'd be, Dad, I want to go home. No, just go to sleep, son. We're playing ukuleles now. You know, what Jeff brings most to a session is his enthusiasm and spark. Some producers don't like to be there and treat it as work, and it's more like, ooh, Dad's here, you know, so that kind of stuff. With Jeff, it was more like, oh, great, well, let's try this.
You know, officially, George and me are the producers. But, you know, we all have lots of ideas for it. And at the end of the day, it's like, it is like a bunch of really fresh stuff, because when you're working on it, it's only like hours old, you know. It's not like you've had it there for months. You just do it, and it's really quick. The whole thing took 6 weeks from the first chord that we thought of to the finished mix of the last song. It was just a thrill, really, to write a song with Roy Orbison. It was an ambition that I'd always had, and it came true, which was great.
If you're just sitting on the sofa working on a song and Roy's singing, even when he sang soft, there's such a tone, such a sound, you know, such a gift, really. We used to always tell him, Roy, you must be the best singer in the world. And he'd say, yeah.
He has got like the best voice ever in pop music. So you can't get in the way of him either, you know, so it's a real tricky one. His voice is really big anyway, but obviously you don't want a weedy little backing, but it's really hard to make him fit in with his great big voice and still have some oomph behind it. One night I broke into the studio to try this alternative chord pattern because that was one particular one I just couldn't come to terms with the way it was. And I just did it as an alternative. I put this Telecaster on, playing these other chords, and pulled out all the other stuff. And everybody else arrived and heard it as this new thing with like the same tune but different chords. And they all loved it. Nice stuff there.
I put all I had into the project, but it's the other guys had visions of what I should sound like or what I should sing and things like that. So we didn't question each other. We just went right ahead.
I tell you, I love to hear all these guys sing so much that it was just for me.
Me
I
too.
could have just sat there and listened, really.
I think the tune on that one was, you know, we worked out the tune straight off, you know, together. But Bob basically had the idea for that. Congratulations.
Congratulations for breaking my heart. Congratulations for tearing it all apart.
The difference was the rest of us had more time, but Bob had to go on the road, and we knew he couldn't come over and do any more vocals again, so we had to get his vocals immediately.
For leaving me in need. This morning I looked out my window and found a bluebird singing, but there was no one around. At night I lay alone in my bed with the image of you going around in my head.
One of the most amazing things ever about the Wilburys was this holes apart thing of Roy and Bob Dylan. That's what I thought was wonderful, the best singer and the best lyricist, and they're both in the same group.
I'm sorrow bound. Congratulations, you got a good deal. Congratulations, how good you must feel.
I think my least favorite thing was having to go on tour while the album was getting started. I couldn't wait to get back.
I was really looking forward to getting down and making them into records, you know, all these tracks, what we could do on different songs, and we were so into it. George was so keen on the Wilburys, and so was I. I loved every minute of it. It was just beyond your wildest dreams. We had ideas for him, talking about it on the plane as we were flying over from LA to London, and took him back to England, to George's studio. And to me, that's the most fun part. You just sort of throw them all up in the air and see which one you want to start with. But he's knocking them out of, out of these rough, loads of guitars all banging away, and making a nice piece out of it.
It's a bit jazzy. Do you want to listen to it?
Let's press record on that.
Yeah, it was brilliant, the first part. Brilliant.
Right, Tom, welcome to England.
I think, well, George actually came up with the idea for it, like the main chord sequence, and we all contributed words to it. But George came up with the initial idea of it. And we tried to do something different and have like a nice film of just playing, playing and all nice shots of guitars and heads and feet and stuff.
You can sit around and wait for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond